Hi guys, welcome to my podcast Love.Heal.Repeat. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today, this is episode 64, which I honestly can't believe because that's a lot of episodes. And also 64 episodes in total, but I think around episode 30, 35, I was really I started becoming more consistent with it. And I'm just proud that I've been able to upload every Thursday at 5 p.m. since at least since episode 40. So, talking about milestones, I got my car. I had a good experience, but then when I got home, literally 2 hours ago, I was inspecting it because it's a darker color. So fingerprints show up, everything shows up on a dark color car. And things I wish I knew before I got a car was the paint job. Make sure, don't get a dark colored car if you never plan on cleaning your car or washing it, or just if fingerprints annoy you or bother you. Anyways, so got the car, I got home, and I was inspecting it. I was cleaning off. You're a really loud snorer. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring here, but I cleaned off the fingerprints, and then I see these really long scratches on the hood of my car, and I'm like, WTF, this is brand new. Okay, this is brand new. What happened? And so I was about to take pictures and do something with the pictures, and I took my rag and I didn't scratch them. I wiped them and I didn't see it coming off, and I wiped harder, and thank God it started to come off, because I literally almost had a meltdown. I was like, holy shit, how did this happen? I didn't see this. And then I went through this whole thing of I wish I would have inspected the car more, because I basically stalked this car online. I knew not everything, but I'd say 85% of everything about this car and this model and this trim. And so I was honestly disappointed in myself that I didn't check the outside or really see how everything works and goes together. And that was heartbreaking for a second. And then thank God the scratches came off. So anyways, milestone. And I was freaking out for a good bit of time. And now in hindsight, I'm like, okay, I'm not freaked out anymore. I'm not upset about my purchase. I'm actually happy about it now, I should be. And this gives me knowledge for my next car. Now I know what to look for. So it's a learning moment, which is great because I love learning moments. They can be hard, but it depends on how you view them. This is something for me to journal about as to why I was so quick to kick myself. But anyways, I journaled about this yesterday when I was going to get this car and look at the car for the first time. I was very anxious because I didn't know what to expect. First car, so really don't know what to expect. Don't know what the process is like. Scary also, this is a huge commitment. I'm putting money down. It's not just a floof thing. It felt very adult-like. And then I realized as I was doing it, thank God I had my parents to help me with everything and figure out okay, now you have to call your insurance, and now you have to hook this up, and then this, and then have them send over this information. And I was So I felt like I was adulting, and then I saw my parents adult, and I was like, this is nothing. Okay, this is nothing. So that was fun. It kind of calmed me down a bit. Anyways, I pulled some tarot cards, as one does, as I do, because after I watched a YouTube video on like the numerology and what tarot actually means and what all the major arcana stand for and the journey of enlightenment throughout the major arcana. And that has like tremendously improved my reading skills with tarot and reading myself, which is like, it gives me a lot of peace of mind. So, and also I just have the most beautiful cards that I love pulling. So, I got the Great Work, and the Great Work was an extra card that's added on. It's not part of the major arcana. But I also was looking through the book, that like every deck comes with a book and it tells you about the cards. And this specific deck is from Etsy. Somebody painted these cards, then obviously printed them, but like it's so beautiful. I don't know what their name is on Etsy, but I can link it in the description if I remember to do that. But if not, if you are curious, just comment below and I will look that up and send to you. I was looking through the book and I landed on the Wheel of Fortune. And it was so crazy because yesterday morning I saw so many spiders in my home, outside my home, like more than I've noticed in the past. And I was like, what the hell does this mean? So on the Wheel of Fortune card, you know what? I'm going to grab the cards. Give me 1 second. This will make a lot of sense. Hold on. Back. I found the guy's name. John A. Rice. Mindscapes Tarot. Totally recommend. This is what the back of all the cards looks like. So this is the Wheel of Fortune card, which is part of the major arcana. And there's a spider in the center. And so I was flipping through the book and I landed on this and I'm like, oh, that's for me. Then I read what it had in the book, what it said about the card. And it was rainbows, which I saw too earlier that day, yesterday. Luck, karma, destiny, spiders, hardships, cycles of life, good luck, and no matter what happens, the sun will always shine again. And this was a lot of peace of mind for me because, again, I was thinking, like, am I rushing into this? Am I making the right decision with getting a car? Like, just blah, blah, blah with my lifestyle and whatever. So this was like, this card was like, this is your message. So it gave me a lot of peace of mind, thank goodness. And then the Great Work, not part of the major arcana, but stunning, beautiful card. Like, beautiful artistry. The attention to detail that somebody painted this is insane. And what it said specifically about Great Work was, I'm a single thread within a tapestry. That's what it says. My interpretation of this is like, it also goes on to say this, my interpretation, but not, this is not a direct quote, okay? It says, what I wrote in my journal, not a direct quote. No one can see me, but nonetheless, I am vital to the stability and beauty of the tapestry. So you're but a single thread in this grand picture, seemingly insignificant, but that one thread is connected to everything else and supports and holds everything else together. This dog is so loud. And adds to the overall beauty of the tapestry or life. So that also was like, okay, calm down, Heidi. And then I was very anxious and I was thinking, how would I spin this to not be anxious anymore? And what I came up with was, I'm so anxious right now. I'm so worried about, oh, this is what made me, oh, okay, hold on. It also says, on the Great Work, on the card, it also says, appreciate the beautiful chaos around you. And this sparked my thought of, okay, let's spin this anxiousness. So if I was so anxious about this new setting, never been there, don't know what to expect. And like, main thing, I don't want to come off as dumb or whatever the list of things I don't want to come off across to these people. Come off across as or appear as. English, man. Yeah, so instead of focusing on all of this negative that's making me more anxious, appreciating the chaotic, the beautiful chaoticness of it all, and saying, I'm never gonna be getting my first car ever again. It's a milestone. It's your first car. You can't ever have a first car again. So, unless it's like a new brand, whatever. But, hello? So, I was like, wait, I need to appreciate this moment because this is going to be gone in however long it takes me to get this car. Like, it's over. I have a new car now. The moment's gone. So, I'll never be in that position again. And I'm glad that I started to appreciate it more and like realized it, and it lessened my anxiousness a little bit. So that was good. This is a lot of talking. But it gave me peace of mind, and I'm very grateful to it. And the message, I guess, the overall message of this video, podcast, episode, whatever episode, is to appreciate the beautiful chaos that surrounds us all, to recognize that you'll never be where you are ever again, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. So appreciate the moments that you have now and the moments that you're living right now as you're watching this, as this is your day, you know, like run through your day. Think about how it was. Think about how it made you feel, whatever. Journal about it. But you'll never be here again. Technically you will, because everything's happening all at once. But you won't really remember it. So you'll never be here again, is what we're sticking with. And that's beautiful. And also, if you want to go this route to like kind of help you zoom out of your problems and like see the wider perspective, like you're but a single thread. You might seem insignificant. Your problems might seem, but on the contrary, your problems might seem huge. But if you zoom out, you're just a single thread. But you're not just an insignificant single thread, because you're part of a beautiful tapestry of life. And that's it. That's the message. So, peace and love as always. I hope this brought you something. I hope this, I don't know, maybe this is a lesson for you, like if you're buying your car, or I don't know, looking at cars, or if you're just going through an experience and you're so focused on like everything that could go wrong, try to appreciate where you are now and how you'll never be in this position for the first time again. And that's something in its own. So, peace and love. Hope to see you in the next one.